I call the picture Dominoes. I tend to go for a very simple and understated title because I think that that's probably more effective because sometimes the picture gives you a little bit extra. It's a bit like when you go to a restaurant and there's a really long description of what you're going to eat and what you get is much less. You tend to be disappointed. So I go for the simplest title I can. So it's three men playing dominoes, and that used to happen a lot in pubs, along with darts and other pub games. I don't think there's anybody else out there recording it really, so it seems worthy of recording. And sometimes you see a thing, and whether it's three people playing dominoes or somebody dancing in full Highland dress, you see something which you think, well, that is worthy of recording because you think, well, will that still be there in 20 years, 30 years, 40 years time? I just remembered I had a friend at college who joined three of these characters who wanted a fourth, and he lost about £12. I think part of the reason playing dominoes in pubs is that you weren't supposed to gamble in public houses, and but they I think they let him win a couple of times, and he felt a bit cock a hoop, and then they said, well, shall we play for 50 pence a hand? And I think he lost something like £12, which in the 70s was a goodly sum of money. Actually, you could have a very good evening out for that. I met my partner a long time ago in Edinburgh when she was working as a barmaid in the Windsor buffet. Every pub that I draw has an element of that in it. There's also maybe an element of my friend from school. His dad was a member of the railway club in Doncaster, where we both went to school. So we sometimes went there because the beer was cheap, and so there's probably something of the railwaymen's club about it as well. So, but it's just an accumulation of furniture and little details from my sketchbook.